Hi everybody, impromptu live listing show here. Probably won't be doing a lot of speaking. Honestly, I'm listing up a storm here with the print ads. I'm trying to get 100 up every day, and I figured I would just come on and throw the camera on. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Hope you're doing well. If you feel like hanging out, come on and hang out. Just going to be listing my ads today. Thanks for all the kind words about my wife's grandma. She passed away Tuesday night. So I've been doing a lot of running around back and forth between houses and helping out, but it's time to get some listings up. I'm going to start with this one, or continue with this one, but for the purposes of the show, we're starting this one. It's a Ford automobile, working with a magazine from 1929. I'll show you guys in a second what we're working with. Hope you're doing well. Again, thanks for the kind words. For those of you who left them, I appreciate it. This thing. Hope whoever's watching, you can hear me, see me pretty well. Just going to go through the motions. This is the ad I'm working on now. It's the last of the car ads from this one. Trying to see if there's a model name. It's obviously a Ford. A lot of times these earlier cars, this isn't that early, 29, but the teens cars and stuff, they're just simply called like the Dodge 4, the Dodge 6, the Dodge 3. There's not really a lot of naming conventions yet. You know, sometimes they'll say sedan, touring van, things like that. So I'm just trying to see. We got mother, of course, driving again. I don't see anything that indicates the type of vehicle. So I'm just going to go with Ford. Feel free, if you're listing as well, to join in or just listen along. Cars, we go to 1999. I changed my pricing structure a little bit too. Past 3,000 print ad listings yesterday, I think it was. So almost half my store is print ads. Okay, what's this one? It's going to be a lot more rapid than the usual listing shows. This is just basically an excuse to get on and get some YouTube time in and say hi if anybody wants to say hi. Welcome aboard. If not, just hang out. I'm fine with that. Just leave the camera on for a little bit as I get these listings up. We won't have any more tragic phone calls. It's been a crazy couple of days. Daughter, something with my father. Life, right? This is life. This is a nice one. Wrigley's. Look at that ad. That's a nice one. Hey Cameron, how you doing? Welcome, man. Impromptu, just hanging out listing. So feel free to join. Thank you very much for coming in and saying hi. Original multicolor Wrigley's. I want to check out these characters on the Wrigley. I don't know if they're like supposed to be an image of a guy and a girl. I guess so, yeah. Taste the juice of real mint leaves. Oh, Valentine. There we go. My Valentine. Always good to indicate if there's a Valentine involved here. We're in June. That's interesting. June of 1929. Good Housekeeping is the magazine I'm working with. 11 by 8.5, kind of standard size that you can actually fit in the. And I did scan in my duplex scanner, which makes it so much faster for scanning. My Valentine. Good enough for me. Done. You guys having a good day, middle of the day. there's anything good to be taken from somebody passing, especially somebody as old as that, a lot of things are coming our way to take a look at. Personal effects, clothing. As much as I dread that, she has so much clothing. I'll probably give a lot of it away, honestly, to a convent where my wife works. We know that they actually give the clothes to the poor, unlike some other places where they basically just sell stuff online, like Purple Heart and all that stuff. But we won't get into that. So we'll bring a portion of them, but if there's some new stuff, and she did have a lot of new things that are still in bags unopened, I might try to sell reluctantly because I hate clothes, but I might try to sell some. Hey, Deal Finder, how you doing? But outside of that, like, we have some other stuff. Do I have it right here? Where the heck did I put it? This is the first thing I got. It's nothing big. It's like a little leather wallet for Macy's Premier Visa. Nothing crazy, but it's the first little effect that I have to try to look up. So we're going to be looking up a lot of her things and see if there's any value in some of it. Her mom, my wife's mom, who was of course taking care of our grandmother, wants to clean out and remove a lot of her stuff, and so we've been tasked with that to try to, if we could sell it. If not, we'll bring it to the convent and give it to people who need her clothes. She has beautiful clothes and lots of them. What did I just do? Food, right? Pillsbury. What's up, Lori? How you doing? Nothing official here. You're really just going to watch me list and occasionally spout some nonsense. But thanks for coming in. Good afternoon to everybody. Pillsbury. Is it double L in Pillsbury? I guess so. The kitchen mystery. I wonder what the mystery is. We'll take a look. Everybody's doing pretty well today. It's what is today? Thursday. Just for fun, let's see what the mystery is. Where does that flavor come from? Ooh. I think I mentioned this on the last live show, but basically I've taken down a bunch of magazines, not taken down listings, taken down magazines from this big rack that I've had them on for eons, and I put them all on the floor back of me, and I sorted them and I organized them, and now I cleared off an entire shelf, which is really nice, and it'll inspire me obviously to get them up. So I've organized a bunch of stuff. I have so many great magazines, truly. I listed some from 1905, 1904, 1906. I'm all over the place, but we're in 29 now. Thank you very much, Laura. I appreciate it. 100's not bad, though, right? 100 and a half. She just passed 100. She was born in March of 1923, so she just passed 100. And it was very, very peaceful. My wife was literally holding her hand. So, I mean, I guess you can't beat that. In your bed with your daughter and granddaughter by your side, listening to music. I think she said she had some music on. My wife was reading a passage of some book. So incredibly peaceful after a pretty rough week or so. All right, baking. Do we have any more baking? Going once, yeah. We have royal baking powder, the gold standard here. Absolutely, Cameron. Thank you. She did. She went out as peacefully as anybody could ever hope for. And now, there's a lot of we're not doing the funeral. Of course, me with my delays with these shows, which is one of the reasons I'm on. Monday is the funeral, supposedly, hopefully Monday. We're trying to schedule everything. It's up in a town called Allentown. The burial is in Allentown, which is like an hour and a half ride north of us. So I'll be gone all day Monday and Monday night. We're all going up, which is why I want to get something in today. I should be on tomorrow, I think. We'll see. Just wanted to pop on and say hi to everybody. And since I'm going to be listing anyway, I figured, what the heck? Yes, you can actually taste the difference. Cream of tartar. Ooh, this is cream of tartar. Taste the difference. Since we're already in baking, this is nice. All I have to do is change this to royal, and everything else stays the same. Peel found the whole getting old and losing people is something about getting older. It does, man, but it's unfortunately it's a fact of life, right? It's sad. And you could say and justify it. Oh, she was like everybody keeps saying, and it is true. Oh, 100, it's a great life. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's a great life, but it doesn't matter. It's still ended, and seeing somebody die is just brutal. Somebody you love, whether they're a baby or 100, it doesn't really make it any easier. It's still somebody you love passing. You just take what you can get, and the thing that we're taking is that she went as peacefully as anybody could possibly go, being held by loved ones. That's pretty beautiful. We all got to go sometime anyway, right? I think we'd all sign for that. 100 in your bed, sleeping with a grandchild holding your hand. That's probably worse ways to go. Hey, Swamp Fox Ephemera, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Is that a new username for somebody else, or is that a new person to the show? In either instance, welcome aboard. Kind of impromptu, just listing. This isn't as formal as my listing shows. I'm listing anyway, and I just decided to turn the camera on because I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. And I definitely won't be Monday because of the funeral. So I just wanted to say hi and chat while I'm listing anyway. Is that it for baking? It's hard to see some of these things. Lysol. This is one of my 1906 ads that remains up there. I'll show you guys later. All right, I guess we could. Oh, Campbell's is still food, so let's do Campbell's. Campbell's has its own soup. Doesn't have its own category, but has a soup category. Oh, Campbell's soup ads through the decades. One of the old standbys. LAG, how you doing? You think I'm near you? Well, you got an Eagles thing on. Yeah, I'm in southeast. I'm south of Philadelphia, right on the Delaware border. But great to have you on the show. Welcome aboard. Yeah, guess who? That's what I figured. Swamp. I saw Swamp. I mean, I'm going to assume whoever you are, mystery person, welcome aboard. Have some fun. Pull up a chair. Get some listings done on your own if you feel like it. Just listen to me blabber. Let's see if there's anything to distinguish this from the 5,000 other Campbell's soup ads we have up. No, just kind of convenient luncheon. These are called the Campbell's Kids. Let me just pull this up. Let's try to help people that might not know. There's the classic sick kid eating the soup. See, even in 1929, same thing. Although I am sick, there's one thing I know. My hunger for Campbell's seems to only grow. Seems only to grow. You guys know they were in Camden, New Jersey, by the way? I didn't know that. These are called the Campbell's Kids. It's like little cartoon things that accompany most of the Campbell's soup ads. Campbell's Kids. Vegetables for health. There we go. Vegetables for health. But I already have vegetables in there. But we'll do the plural, I guess. Vegetables for health. And get it up. Well, LAG or LAG, it's a beautiful day, as you know. I just got back in. It's really, really nice out. It's only like low 70s, breezy, no humidity. Absolutely gorgeous weather. I got the windows open today, finally, which is after we had 98-degree temperatures last week. Feels fantastic, because we have one more week of summer left. Week in a couple of days. All right, there's that. And then we got more. I see a hunk of ham, so let's get that up. We're going to try to do all the food ads together. Swift's Premium. Well, since I don't know, I think it's about 4 or 5 days now. I've done 100 ads a day, at least 100 ads a day listed. Hasn't really had any impact, unfortunately, on sales yet. It's the same kind of stagnant activity I've been dealing with for a long, long time. Just going to work my way out of it, I hope, by doing all these ads. I'm sure it'll help in some fashion. It might take a bit to kick in, but never a bad thing to have listings going every day, going up every day. Swifts, which I mispronounced completely, or misspelled. What's called original? Plus perfect time, because I know many of you know my dad lives with us. We take care of him, and he just went up for a nap at 2 o'clock. So it gives me like a free couple of hours to just do whatever I have to do without any interruptions. Hopefully, I shouldn't say that, because the way things have been going the last week or so, there's always going to be an interruption, or can you come by and do this? Can you stop off here? There's a lot of legal stuff involved. I'm sure anybody who's lost a loved one knows that. The transfer of monies and death certificates and just lots of stuff. And being that's my background with Wall Street stuff, I'm helping with all that. Look for the new brand. Look for the new brand. We just bought 375 print ads and 2,000 postcards. Wife's shaking her head at me. Oh, it's Jason. It's Jeff. How you doing, Jeff? I should have known by your little avatar thing. Interesting new name. What made you switch the name? I will tell you, Jeff. One way to get out of the doghouse with the wife about this is get them up, list them. Don't let them sit around. List. 375 ads in 4 days. If you do it, if you sit down and just plow, that's what I'm doing now. Heinz spaghetti. Oof. Just when you thought nothing could get worse than Chef Boyardee, welcome to the world. A can of Heinz cooked spaghetti. Oh, oh my God. But hey, what are you gonna do? I'll tell you, Heinz, right? 57 brands. It's astounding how many things they have their hands in. Heinz, they make everything. It's incredible. Spaghetti, Heinz way, flavor, yada yada yada. Number 2 is here. Welcome aboard, man. Just in time too. Good to see you. The Heinz way is the real way. Whatever, right? Can of spaghetti, tomatoes, sauce with cheese. Let's just throw that in for fun. You guys hear that? Speaking of cheese, the cheesy background music I have playing, it's just because I'm not going to be speaking as much during this one. At least I don't think. Like, we're not going to really be learning anything. I'm just listing. And I figured you could come along for the ride. So I put that they provide you, StreamYard provides you with like 10 different little background musics that's supposed to be, just pleasant, something to have in the background. Just change to keep your last name off. Yeah, that's a good call, man. Good call. But again, welcome, Jeff. Thanks for coming in. Get those ads up. 2,000 postcards. Beautiful. Last year for the Reno Air Races, something I'm not familiar with. So if you want to go into some detail for people like me who have no idea what that is, air races, I guess a plane show or something. Mazzola, made with maize. Remember the commercial? Oh, corn oil, I guess. Probably what it is. The modern housewife. There you go. Big old dead fish in a plate with the head and all. Fish. Music is a bit loud. Oh, really? It annoys you? Well, tough luck. Oh, I can lower it. It's barely audible on my side. Look at that. We'll put it way down for Cameron. We don't want to hurt the boys' ears. Fish and salads. Is that better, folks? It's an actual air race where they race around air pylons. Very cool. Cameron, you have a volume? Well, there you go. I don't even know if I can't hear it at all right now, so let me know. Is that better? Thank you, Carl. Guys, speak up. If things are wrong, let me know. Shout. Lower that nonsense. What are you doing? You're killing me. On my side, you can't even hear it. It's like barely audible. All right, Mazzola done. What are the food do we got here? Close, Listerine. Ovaltine. Rich. Some Vom milk. Ovaltine. Everybody know that? Young Frankenstein? Frankenstein, I think they say in the joke. One of the better movies ever made. Maxwell House. Mrs. Douglas MacArthur. Uh-oh. Who's Douglas MacArthur? This is 1929. See if it is the official Douglas MacArthur. Maxwell House does have its own little place in this world. There you go, Maxwell House. We'll go beverage on my store category. How you doing, Carl? Good to see you, man. Been a little bit. I've been inconsistent with shows as well, so at the end of the day, it's always my fault, obviously. Number one must be napping. Beverage. Mrs. Douglas. This one warrants investigation. Let's see. Was Douglas MacArthur an established military superstar in 1929? Maryland House. In Maryland, too. MacArthur residence of filled throughout. We're trying to look for something that indicates it's general. I don't know if he was a general back then. Well, we could always go to the Google when in doubt, right? Let's look up his wife. Spouse, Jean. Doesn't say her name. It just says Mrs. MacArthur, doesn't it? She was married in 1922 to 29, which would be Henrietta Louise. Does that look like Henrietta Louise? Let's see the picture again. Let's pull up the full picture. That's the image. Let's see if... Does that kind of look like her? I would say so. Wouldn't you? I think that's Henrietta Louise. What do you guys think? You've gotten back in the listing habit. Very good. Isn't that funny how that works, man? Yeah, I'm finding that too. Again, it's not impacting me yet. I've been doing 100 a day for 5 days now, 6 days, something like that. And unfortunately, like I said, it hasn't really yielded much results yet. I'm hoping it will. I'm going with that. So this is indeed, that would be Henrietta Louise Cromwell Brooke MacArthur. Married to the legendary Douglas. So that one has some appeal. Military. I'll put Mrs. Douglas MacArthur, military. I'm going to jack the price up because of the fame involved here. Talking 10, 12 years before the war. Went up a little bit and list it. A lot of people that collect military stuff, World War II stuff, might be intrigued by an ad that predates even the Great Depression, let alone World War II. Pretty cool to see that. That's why I always read the details on these ads. Just in case little goodies like that you don't expect. Let's see if it translates into a good sale. Coffee. What was the other one? This is some kind of drink. Let's see what this one is. Instant Postum. We've had ads with Postum cereal. I think it's almost like a mealish type thing. Mush, as they used to call all that food. Postum. Postum. I misspelled it. Changes things when it comes to a category. I don't like these generic categories if I can avoid them. Food and beverage, there we go. Let's call original. See if there's an underlying brand to this thing. Usually if you scroll to the bottom, like down here, Post, okay? So it's from the makers of Post. Postum Company, Battle Creek, Michigan. So I guess Post is short for Postum. one of the Post Health products, which include also grape nuts, my beloved, Post Toasties, bran flakes. All right, so it's Post cereal. So with that said, we can even drill down a little further because I know Post has its own category. So if I just go Post cereal to trick eBay and put it in the right category, there's a Post cereal category. That's better. And then I'll say instant Postum. Hi Tina, how you doing? Good afternoon to you. I'm just listing. Not a show necessarily, just hanging out. Put the camera on since I'm listing anyway. These 3 steps. Beautiful. Good enough for me. Let's go back to our standard pricing scheme. We'll try to run through the 20 or so ads I had from this magazine so far. Got to get to my 100 today, and it's late. It's already 2:30, and I'm just starting. I listed maybe 20 this morning, and that's it. Come on. All right. So we got to catch up. Got to get to 100. Let's see if that's it for the food-related stuff. Ovaltine. One more. Yeah, this was nice. All these ads from this magazine, because they're 8.5 by 11, like a regular sheet of loose leaf paper or standard paper, all were able to be scanned in my duplex. So it took like a minute to do 20-something ads, to scan 20-something ads. Always nice when I have that option. Ovaltine. I'm sure it's made by like something else, so we'll look that up. Well, the beauty of having a YouTube channel is if you want to like be accountable for doing something, you set your goals for, like for me with 100 a day. Nothing like turning the camera on just to kind of make it like, you know what, I'm sitting down right now and I'm listing because I'm on camera. It holds me responsible, holds me, you know, accountable, I should say. Even though I'm doing it anyway, it's nice to reinforce it with something like this. Ovaltine. Let's JCPenney, which is a cool ad too. Where's Ovaltine? Here it is. Something about kids growing, of course. I wouldn't have believed so great a change possible in a child, because milk and sugar will do it. There's a 3-day supply and an Uncle Wiggly mug. Uncle Wiggly? Anybody want to do some research on Uncle Wiggly? Mush, is that what they fed the kids in Little Rascals? Correct. Oh, we always talk about that. We don't know if it's like mush was a generic term for the hot grain-related cereals like oatmeal and cream of wheat and this stuff, Postum. Yeah, they called it mush. Grits is kind of mush too in the South. It's all the same stuff, just some sort of seed with hot water. You know, Carb City. Don't eat the mush. Why? It's spoiled. See, Carl and I, we get it. 3-day offer, Swiss Miss, Uncle Wiggly. Not familiar. If anybody is familiar, I think you have Uncle Wiggly board game. Very cool. There you go, Lori. Something I wanted, like, it's not the case here, but this is why this warrants looking, because that little giveaway, like if it was a Mickey Mouse, 1929 would be worth a lot of money because he just came out in 1928. Something like that, you know, send away for a free Mickey Mouse mug or something really famous, Popeye. Or that's why it's good to blow up these ads, and it's just an Ovaltine ad. Who cares? But look at that little giveaway. So whoever this guy is, Uncle Wiggly, he's getting mentioned without question in the ad. Because how do we not? Uncle Wiggly mug give away. And that could be the deciding factor. So now you got people that are interested in potentially Ovaltine or beverage ads for whatever reason, or kids' growth and kids' health ads, or, of course, good old Uncle Wiggly. Yeah, it's always been like oatmeal. I like oatmeal, but maybe not every day. Yeah. It's supposed to be healthy, but it's just, for me, I'm doing the anti-carb thing and the non-carb thing, so it defeats the whole purpose. It's probably the ultimate offender, actually, oatmeal. And for me, pasta. I could eat pasta all day and eat nothing else, but it kills me, unfortunately, weight-wise. So we've done no pasta since June 28th. That was when I started. But oatmeal is, on paper, healthy. We're still going to see them at the same pricing. I'll take $15 in every ad. That would be, what's 15 times 3,000, folks? Do list. Yeah, they call it mush. All right, that pretty much, I'm pretty sure that does it for the food ads. But look at how many we've done already. I think we had 20 to start or so. We only have like 7 or 8 left. Yep. Yeah, me too, man. I don't have to watch for any health reasons other than it just packs on weight for me, unfortunately. So when I incredibly, basically reduce all carbs, short of like naturally occurring sugar in some foods, which is very few actually. Fruit, if you have some fruit, obviously. But it just works really well for my body. Thrives on that. I've always been a very naturally thin person. All my family is very thin. I grew up, I was ridiculously thin up until I was in my late 20s when the wonderful world of drinking hit me. Well, it hit me a lot earlier than that. But I was an athlete in high school and stuff, so that kept me very trim. And then when I stopped that and started hanging out and drinking and working in Manhattan, well, the weight came along suddenly. So it's been a battle as far as, never been heavy, but my body just doesn't do well. Even if I'm 10 pounds overweight, it affects me. My joints get hurt more as I get older. The arthritis that I have, unfortunately, becomes 10 times, more painful. It's amazing losing about 17 pounds, I think now I've lost. I wanted to lose 25, so I'm almost there. Has made a world of difference in just a couple of months with my joints and aches in general. Activity, levels have increased just by virtue of doing this diet. So I'm doing it. I'm doing it. All right, so we have a couple of stores. We have JCPenney. We have Lane Bryant, which is kind of cool. We have this Ward company. And then we have the good old soaps. Just want to try to do like products. As we have a couple of, we have 3 dentals. Let's go dental. Listerine toothpaste. Famous now, of course, for mouthwash, but who knew they made toothpaste as well? They actually made shampoo at some point. I have a Listerine shampoo ad or 2. Deal Finder says, you've been trying to gain weight for several months. I eat till the cows come home and still can't gain but a few pounds. Really? It's all about calories, so calorie-dense foods. Metabolism, of course, plays a role, absolutely. In fact, that's the ultimate deciding factor because it's how you metabolize foods that determines whether you're thin or heavy. My mother, for instance, who lives on pasta and cookies, and she's literally 110 pounds or something, always has been her whole life. 115 if she's getting heavy. 5'4" Italian woman. Eats like a gabon, as they say, and can't gain a pound. Listerine toothpaste. This is one of those ads that kind of cross a couple of different products. I'll show you what I mean. Like they have this, like if you buy a certain amount of Listerine, you'd get a coupon or something to buy a different product. So they call that something in marketing. I forgot what that is, like cross branding or something. But I'll show you when I show you the ad. So like she got a pair of shoes somehow for buying Listerine products. So I kind of want to touch on both of them. We'll see if there's a product mentioned. Personal care is where I put this kind of stuff, toothpaste and shampoos and personal use, black and white ad. You often eat 3,500 calories a day. You have to work at it to gain weight. Wow, that's really interesting. Okay. Let's get to what I was saying about the 2 different products. So the ad is for Listerine toothpaste, but her toothpaste bought her galoshes. $3 Listerine toothpaste saves you every year as compared to dentifrices, costing 50 cents and up. Galoshes, for example, handkerchiefs, hosiery, perfume, gloves. All right, so it's the savings. It's not so much one of those gross things like I described. Sometimes you'll see that. This is just she used her savings to buy her galoshes. 25 cents for the toothpaste. So if you save this X amount over time, Lambert Pharmacal Company instead of pharmaceutical? Pharmacal. Interesting. All right. So really nothing much there. Save money. Galoshes. There's a word I don't think I've ever used in a listing. Weight is actually important. Yeah, it certainly is. It's your body mass. If you have no body mass, you're probably in bad shape. Super skinny, not sure how that will work when you get geriatric, probably blow in the wind. Oh my goodness. My dad has lost, talk about losing body mass. He just keeps fading away too, and he eats like a pig because I feed him on purpose to gain weight. He's put on a couple of pounds recently, but he's lost way too much weight, and he's been tested for every kind of terrible scenario that would cause one to lose weight, and he doesn't have anything, thank God. But you lose muscle mass as you become geriatric, that's for sure. Pepsodent is also a toothpaste. Let's do that one. Like products. Pepsodent. Wow, there's no one here. I don't care. It was unannounced. Pepsodent toothpaste. Film on teeth. There's a bunch of these ads with just a different girl on the cover of each one of them. Just change our brand name. Nice and simple. The film on teeth. Fascinating smile. Right, exactly. And muscle weighs significantly more than fat. All right, there's that one done. See how fast we could get through these things? That's why 100 really isn't. The thing for me is 100, it's the whole process. It's me taking a magazine, cutting it up, taking out the ads I want, scanning them, everything. I don't have like just a stack of thousands of ads ready to fire up, or I would do 300 a day. But I think 100 is a nice aggressive number, and it's, you know, it's definitely built my listing total. Like I'm over 6,200 now. When I started this, I was at 5,600. So I've added like 600 some odd listings already in less than a week. It's always a good thing, right? Especially with the legendary fourth quarter coming in another 3 weeks. Where riches are made, right? All right, there's our two. Oh, we have a pink toothbrush, which has to be a toothpaste-related ad. Let's see what this one is. This would be for Ipana, Bristol Myers. Bristol Myers. I don't know if it's Myers. I think it is. Ipana tooth. Toothbrush question. We don't put question marks. The titles and the titles. It's a waste, supposedly. Ipana. Like that, another listing is done. Really don't need that much thought into these. Hopefully you see the benefit of doing like products in succession like this. That's why it just as simple as changing a product name and bang. 155 to 140. You'll find that they make protein shakes and high density. My dad is on a high caloric shake supplement. Who the heck makes them? Can't believe I can't think of the name of this. But I order them from every month. It's a month's supply. That's like 600 calories in one little small little like chocolate shake drink product. You could look into some of that stuff if you haven't tried that. High caloric, high dense caloric shakes as a supplement to whatever you eat, of course. It's not in lieu of, like a lot of the shakes are supposed to be for people that want to lose weight, and it's a meal supplement. This is an addition to your regular meal schedule to throw an easy 600. You have 2 of those a day, that's 1,200 extra calories if you're trying to bulk up. All right, we have Lysol. Well, let's get rid of these household kind of things. Here's good old Lux soap. Soap has a category. We'll stay in personal care. For the loveliness that thrills, a girl must have exquisite smooth skin. See, that's the word. 39 Hollywood directors have declared a girl must have exquisite smooth skin in order to be loveliness and thrilling. But we're definitely going to put that in. In fact, we're going to look up this lady and see if that's Billy Dove, it looks like. I don't know if Billy Dove is the actress or not, but let's see. Let's give a gander. Billy Dove, First National, The Monistic Bathroom, Beza, Hollywood. This would be actress Billy Dove. 9 out of 10 screen stars use Lux toilet soap for smooth skin. So we're definitely going to rest. Here's a screen star. And 29 is right at the beginning of the talkies. So I don't know if she's a silent film star. Somebody could look her up if we care to. What's her name? Billy Dove. Actress Billy Dove, I'm going to put. We're going to look up Billy Dove because if she's a silent film actress, I want to indicate that. Me thinks she should be based on the 1903 to 97. Wow, she was alive until 97. Was an American actress. Silent film. She began appearing in silent films. That's all I got to know. Silent film actress. So we'll put that in for people that are cuckoo for silent films related stuff. Well, you got to know that. Again, trying to appeal to multiple collective groups when at all possible. So we got silent film people, we got soap people. Okay. There's that one. Then we have some Lysol. Let's do that one. All tired out early in the day. Mother is doing her toiling. Lots of Lysol ads. It was not in a spray can back then. It's just like in a glass jar. Friday is my day I visit my booth. I'm enjoying it, but I would say the return on time is great. Your booth? You have a booth at a booth at an antique mall or something? Number 2? He says quizzically. Look this one up. We see why Mother is so beat already early in the day. This one has a rip, folks. Look at that. That's gone. We do not sell ripped products here. Sorry, Mother. There's one down. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, we take it down. Ward & Co. Let's see what this one is. Ward's convenient way of shopping brings. So this is a department store. Montgomery Ward, of course, yeah. They had a radio program. Look at this, 1929. famously have the catalogs, Montgomery Ward catalogs, like JCPenney. All right, so we have a JCPenney, and we have, so there's 3. That's how we're going to finish it out. We have 3 department store type ads. So what the heck? Let's start with this one. Use a wonderful new enhancement on Windows 10 of this straightening tool that has much finer adjusting points, which I love. Just rolled that out about a week ago. All right, so we have the Montgomery Ward, we have JCPenney, and we have Lane Bryant. If you're not slender, girls, that's the book you want. You still want to dress smartly. Remember that. And you want to have a dead fox in your hand at all times. Ugh. How barbaric. Yeah, you went to ship something today, you noticed damage, you gave them a larger percentage discount, they still took it. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't list... A ripped ad is, a ripped ad. Yeah, you went to ship something, just finished packing orders. Way to go, Lori. That's right, I keep forgetting you're so far behind. It's still morning there, that's funny. Good for you. All right, Lane Bryant. You know what, I can't believe I let that one slip through my eagle eye. I'm usually quite a quality control individual. And that's JCPenney, of course. All right, so we finished off with 3 straight department store-esque ads. Sorry, mother. Let's go with Ward & Co. since it's first. I'm going to put Montgomery Ward because I think that's what most people would look for. Department store. There is a category, department stores. Put that in. Multitasking while the calls are slow. Good, very good. Lori, I don't know if I've ever asked you, are you doing these calls from home? I guess so. If you're packing orders, you're not bringing them into an office, right? What is this? Retail. I have retail grocery stores combined in my store category. So we'll put that one. Right, there's our specifics. Put a catalog for sure. And what they're known for. I'll put appliances. I think that's what they're hawking there. There's one. And then we got the JCPenney. I believe that's next up. Again, nice. Now we don't have to change specifics other than just JCPenney. The title of the product. Get rid of Ward. Whereas my aunt used to call them pennies. We're going to go to pennies. Men in 1,000 cities will buy their spring suits. So we're going to put men's spring suits. How simple it is. Thanks for the folks who have come in to check out the show a little bit today. I use the term show lightly. It's really just watching me list. For the purposes of getting some time here on YouTube. Don't want to neglect that with all this nonsense going on. It's not nonsense, but you know what I mean. Real world death and all that kind of stuff going on. Still have to make some time if I can to get listings up. Lane Bryant. Style book. How to dress smartly. It's entertainment while doing the job, no problem. I'm glad you consider this entertainment. I guess it is, right? I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. If I find people just listing in the background or something, there was definitely a comforting feeling about watching that kind of stuff. I enjoy it too. That's it for my ads. I'm going to show you guys the one. Well, that's not it for my ads. That's it for what I have scanned prior to when I had to run out the door a little while ago. Let me show you the one I'm going to list as part of the beginning of the next batch of magazines, which is from 1906. It's also JCPenney, I think. And that is this guy. Let's just take a look at how cool it is. Big old ad. This is 16 by 11. Oh no, it's a Sears catalog. Look at this. Sears catalog from 1906. It's kind of how Sears cut their teeth through the catalog order phenomenon. Sears Roebuck. Please tell your neighbors about this. Tragically, Sears are out of business now. Who would have ever thought a Goliath like Sears? And by the way, this is, I know it looks crooked. It's not. It's crooked on the piece of paper. That's actually how the ad is off tilt a little bit. Wasn't that wild? 1906 Sears catalog. Pretty dang cool. I'll also show you the magazine really quick. Hang on one second. Don't go anywhere. That ad comes from this magazine. Let me, I'll close out the screen share thing. Make it easier to view. Hi, folks. All right, this is the next magazine up. Big one. 16 Collier's from January of 1906. So that's where that ad I just had came from. These older magazines are chock full of these sort of ads, these smaller ones. There's always really cool stuff in there. So you'll get a handful. It's also, look how thin it is. It might be 36 pages. I think that's all there is. So there's a handful of full page ads. There's a whole bunch of these sort of ads, which are like quarter page. Horlicks malted milk, a car ad from 1906. So I'll cut that up. We'll have 4 ads on that one page. Here's another one of these 4 per page, I should say. And because it's such a big magazine, these smaller ones are still like 8 by 5. Really nice. I'm going to get so many, even though it's only a 35-page magazine. Look at how many ads are in this thing. Really beautiful. Again, 1906, January of 1906. Sure to find some quack medicine in these things. Just tons of ads. Look at this one. 2 beautiful ads, actually. That jump right off the screen. The Peters chocolate. I think she's on a sled. And look at the Victor records from December of 1905. Instantaneous economical hot water. Outrageous, outrageous, outrageous. So I'm going to get, every page has like this kind of stuff with, you know, tons of ads per page. And then there's just a couple of pages of like text. But this is the next magazine I'll be working on. January of 06. That will be next. So we have the Sears catalog from 1906. We have a couple of beautiful old car ads. And then what I'm also going to start doing, this is the cover, is I think I'm going to, as I go through all these magazines, I'm going to separate all the covers out and potentially put them in a lot and just sell like a whole bunch, even though, you know, some of them are chewed up and stuff. But 1906, not terrible, right? And then I'll lot them up and just maybe sell a bunch of old covers to see if anybody has any interest. Mrs. Flip it with a last minute request, so we'll have to address that. All right. Well, anyway, thank you, everybody. Maybe I'll pop in later too. I don't know, but I'm going to keep going. I have, I think, 5 or 6 of these magazines still to go through, all from 1905 to 1908, these Collier's magazines, and 6 free shares, yeah. and I'm just going to keep plowing through till I get to my 100 today. All right, and thank you very much. I will see you guys on the next one, and thanks for all the kind words about my wife's grandma. I appreciate it. Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Bye-bye.